I was going to start this podcast off with a joke, The Empire Strikes Back, but given that we're talking about IP and copyright, I don't need the evil empire of Disney coming after me. So in the news, Warhammer 40K, Games Workshop, they have shut down about 170 Chinaforge, third-party, Reforge, recast sites that are out there. Some pretty well-established ones. I don't want to say the dark web of 40K, but the dark web of 40K is out there and just took a major hit. And I found out about this. It's interesting that the ripples literally through the warp. I found out about this because a couple of BattleTech forums that I'm a member of were kind of speculating, hey, Games Workshop just took the chainsword to everything. And what about these BattleTech recasts? How is that going to affect the community? Now, a number of years ago, I'm not saying this directly, I'm going off of things that I have heard from other third parties. The quality of the Games Workshop miniatures, they were amazing. They were good. And a Land Raider hasn't been $65 for a long time. But if you could pay $65 for a Land Raider or get a recast from China that's about 90% in terms of a copy for $4 or $5, I don't know. Could you build a 3,000 point army at the time for like $160? I don't know. Maybe that causes pause in the moment. But now look at the newer kits. So we're going to fast forward a few years, and this leads to the question I legitimately ask. If we look at some of the new kits that are out there, look at Blackstone Fortress. Look at some of the Kill Team stuff. Look at Necromunda. And look at Primaris Marines out there. The sculpts are so amazing, so updated, so multi-part, truly a work of art that's on there. And the recasts for them, there's not much of a difference in price. So I have to wonder, given the quality, I really didn't think Chinaforge was still a thing that's out there, but apparently it's not. It's got the major band stick. So BattleTech, what about BattleTech? And how is this going to kind of ripple out now for other companies that are looking to enforce that IP? With BattleTech, primarily your source of miniatures were metal miniatures from the 80s or various other aspects of that. Catalyst is coming out with new plastics, but there is an industry, not so much of recasts, but stores, people, players, essentially 3D printing their own MechWarrior online and similar mechs that are out there. Is that going to get the band stick? Is that going to get enforced? I mean, a Marauder, a Warhammer, a Blackjack, a Battlemaster, that's kind of BattleTech IP with how it looks on there. Even with the whole reseen, unseen thing, is that enforceable? So is this just every now and then Games Workshop's got to come out, take a few skulls with the chainsword, kind of get everybody back in line? Or is the profit margin shrinking? Is the profit margin shrinking? And I'm not saying doom and gloom. I'm saying just across the board, manufacturing costs are up. Things are increasing in cost. So IP theft and IP loss, shrinkage, that's biting in more and more. So is it time to aggressively pursue that? Your thoughts? Definitely more to come.